spending what should have been a couple of weeks and has turned into several weeks under the sails of the Charity with Captain Wrigley. A couple of, well, an odd number of complications have struck your ship, from sirens to hurricanes to getting lost. It's been a rough trip, but you formed a sort of bond with some of the other travelers on board the ship heading to Ashtura, and you feel pretty confident that you can handle most of what the trip has in store for you as you near the continent. The captain has assured everyone that it should only be 3 more days, which is good because with all of the unexpected delays, food and water aboard the ship are running low. Not low enough that anyone needs to worry just yet, but more delays could prove disastrous. On sunset of what should be the 3rd day out from land, though, you do notice, the first time in quite some time, another ship sails on the horizon. The captain and first mate look concerned, checking it out. They aren't really saying anything to any of the passengers, no matter how helpful you have proven to be, but seem to be whispering amongst themselves back and forth.
I would like to come out of the cabin looking sparkling clean and hope that no one hits me. But anyways, I would like to roll a freaking, what would it be called here? What? Oh, it's just perception. Okay, never mind. To listen in on their whispers, or try to anyways.
All right.
No, I'm not.
You can hear that they are whispering. But as for picking out individual words, from the distance that you're at, it's very difficult.
With that, do I see the boat?
Yeah, you can all see the sails on the horizon.
I'm just gonna silently observe.
Have I ever heard of similar boats traveling the water?
Yeah, you're certainly aware that there are certain kinds of ship that a merchant and transport vessel might be alarmed by, be it, there's pirates and reavers, there's, for all you know, the boat you're on is a smuggler ship. There's all kinds of reasons that the captain might be alarmed by another ship.
I immediately jump to pirates and I'm like, oh boy, oh boy! Get to see some real life pirates!
Malachi is just sort of leaning against the mast of the ship and watching the other ship closely, just waiting.
All right. After a few moments, the captain gives the command to open up all of the extra sails and takes the wheel and tries to open up and catch as much of the ocean wind as possible and open full sail. And he takes the wheel even though the sun is setting and it should be a sort of peaceful evening.
I want to go check in with the captain. Because that's not normal.
Alright, you find
Yeah, at that, I'm heading towards the captain as well.
All right, you both find the captain in his station at the head of the ship.
Full sail at night, Captain. Something going on?
Oh, just trying to get, trying to get this journey over with.
Insight.
He is not being entirely truthful with you.
Yes, it has been a long trip, but yet, why are you gonna risk running into some reef or something at night? What's going on, Captain?
Look, I'm not trying to cause a panic.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to being on the sea.
Alright, you see that ship back there?
Mm-hmm.
That's the Hangman Spectre. They've been taking out ships in this area for the last 6 months or so. We ain't got the cannons to take them on. Our only hope is to outrun them.
Knowing my history, would I know who the Hangman Spectre is?
You can roll it. Not even a little.
Never heard of that name before.
No, they seem like they came out of just about nowhere.
Well, if you're lacking, Captain, I can put a little more wind behind your sails.
Couldn't hurt. And he'll glance over at Malachi and say, "While she's doing that, would you keep the rest of the crew and the rest of the passengers calm for me?"
Malachi kind of gives a grin and goes, "Sure, like I'm going to keep them calm, but fine."
Alright.
And he'll turn
Can
his
I
attention back to
can I
you
be
guys.
playing like
Go ahead.
can I be playing my lute for people?
Absolutely.
That's what I'll be doing.
Fabulous.
I'm gonna go to the back of the ship and cast Gust of Wind.
Man, the physics on that just bother me.
It does, but it works. I don't know why. I mean, it's one of those like trolley, plug the protector back into itself, free electricity kind of thing.
Yeah,
Will it help if I push the sail?
It's not like the force from Gust of Wind is pushing back on her.
I realize that, but it just conceptually it bothers me.
It's sort of funny though.
Yeah, like it in my mind it's like imagining putting a fan on the deck of a ship and expecting it to do anything. Which I realize it's not the same, but like I recognize that magic fucks the laws of physics to high hell,
and-
but it's still one of the specific expressions of that bothers me.
It
Anyways.
makes me want to build like one of those little model boats and then put one of the battery operated fans on it to see if it works.
It doesn't, because when you're blowing air one way, you're also equal and opposite react. You know what, Ryder? We'll have a physics conversation later, and I'll explain this to you. Now is not the time, but let me explain to you. It doesn't work.
Well, in 5e world it does.
Yes, because it's a freaking manufactured from nowhere gust of air, not a fan. Anyways, it still bothers me. So, with the air from the plane of nowhere driving the sails, you're able to pick up, and as dusk falls into night, you lose sight of the ship. What will you do? Will you stay up? Will you all head off to peaceful sleep?
I'll go to bed, sure. No one told me nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Malachi is going to stay up.
Captain, I believe it's in our best interest to extinguish the lanterns. Don't let them see where we gone, you know?
Fair enough. He'll give the order.
And I will stay up top, but I'm gonna rest, like, on the deck next to him. So if anything happens, I can easily be woken.
Alright. The night passes, for some of you comfortably, for some of you rather fitfully. It's the early hours of the morning when the boat seems to inexplicably slow. And as the crew and the captain check the water nearby, they realize that it's sort of bubbling and roiling beneath the ship.
Huh.
What is it doing beneath the ship?
Bubbling and roiling. Picture like, not quite a boil, but like,
Imagine a chest opening up underneath, letting loose a bunch of oxygen.
sorta, yeah. That's a good visual for it. Thank you.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't do anything particular. I just sort of watch it, kind of confused.
And this does seem to be localized to an area about 40 feet on any direction around the ship.
Well, ain't that interesting. I'm gonna look over the side.
Is it some sort of magic? Is this normal?
Did you want to roll?
Well, what do I see when I look over the side?
You see the surface as if surface of the water agitated, as if something below were creating movements that were moving upward and agitating the surface.
Okay. And do I know of any such creature that'll do it?
You do not.
I'm gonna not call out loud, but start looking for the rest of the party to see if anyone knows what's going on.
Alright, well, you pretty easily encounter Malachi, who's been staying up.
Malachi,
Yes.
do you know of any creature or being that can cause this bubbly stuff?
Waters are new to me. I don't.
Do you know where the others are?
I know where Sisaba is.
Well, why don't you go grab him while I look for the other two or three?
He'll nod silently and then start to head off.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for Zio and Vet.
Alright, I assume everyone's in their respective cabins?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll still be playing an instrument somewhere, preferably a common area.
Alright, probably there's a sort of dining area down below.
Seeing as normal Zoo! You might be needed up top. You might want to head up that way.
Wait, were you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yes. Might want to head up top and take a look over the edge.
Okay, and I'll go do that.
And then I will go find Yet and knock on his door.
I don't wake up.
Is your door locked?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna open his door and peek inside.
Snoring on the bed.
Of course you are. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. So I make my voice loud. And I'm just gonna yell, "Wake up!"
Sort of like startles slightly and wakes up. What? I'm coming. I'm coming.
Yeah, get ready. Head to the top. We might be in for some trouble.
Alright. Thank you. He's gonna put on his robe, not the armor, we don't have time for that, and run up to the deck.
Alright, Malachi, you head to Sisava's cabin?
Yep, and he sort of just rapidly knocks on the door as he starts to open it, if it's not locked.
It's not. And I slowly get up and say, "Are we there yet?"
No, but something strange is happening up top. You should take a look at it. Might need a practitioner's expertise.
Sure. Get up and walk on over. I'll follow him up as I remove the sleepy from my eyes.
Alright, as everyone reconvenes on deck, you notice that the turbulent nature of the water has gotten worse.
I guess I will peek over the railing and use an intelligence check to determine if I would know anything that would cause so much bubble to come up.
Alright, you know that something way below, either magical or physical in nature, but if it was physical it would have to be very, very large, is creating a lot of physical motion below, and that's what's causing all of this water to be sort of bubbling. But you do, given that it's some 40 feet in all directions, and it seems to be isolated on this ship.
It's safe to say that something's following us.
Exactly.
I'm gonna ask the pirate girl if she has any info.
I don't know of any creature, but if you say something's following us, maybe it's hungry.
Well, that's just an assumption, but I don't know. I'm not well versed in sea creatures, but considering you said it's been following us, right, Malachi?
Well, it's still there and we're moving, so yeah.
Right. I'm gonna check for the ship that was on the horizon before.
Hello.
No.
Do I see the horizon ship from
It is dark, and
Oh.
you do not see the.
Oh, so it's still nighttime. Okay.
Yeah, it's early morning, but it has not quite. The sun has not quite come up yet.
Got it. So, do you all want to do something about the bubbles, or just have all hands on deck in case something happens?
We're gonna need to do something about the bubbles because it's causing us to slow down.
Oh, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not one for fighting underwater.
Like I said, maybe it's just hungry.
Is there anything that we can do to stop the bubbles? Or, I guess, the creature?
Well, it's just an assumption that it is a creature. That's, again, an assumption is what it is. I don't know for certain if it's something or, some sort of maybe spell that's following us, causing us to slow down.
Or maybe the gods are angry.
Or maybe that. Sure.
I can solve that.
I can help.
Malachi raises an eyebrow at this.
There was merchants aboard, right?
Yeah, there's a couple other passengers, and one of them happens to be a fairly wealthy merchant with some of his wares in the hold.
Any of these wares animal in nature?
Yeah, there are some goats.
Perfect. I'm gonna head below to look for this merchant.
He's kind of cranky about being woken up, but he answers his cabin door.
Morning. I understand it's really early. I do apologize. However, there seems to come a displeasure with the ship. Either with a creature or with the gods. Either way, we need to do something to fix that. Now I know you got some goats. Would you be willing to part with one of your goats?
Well, the goats are for sale. You'll sound very skeptical.
But see, if you were to donate one of your goats, I'm sure the gods would be happy with you and smile upon you fortunately.
Roll persuasion. Alright, he will crankily give you one goat, but it's a baby goat.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I hope to solve this issue quickly so we can be on shore quicker than normal. And I'll give him a bow and go retrieve my goat. I will bring the goat up to the top. Go to the front of the boat with the goat and start tying in a nice little harness with the rope. Once said harness is tied,
everyone sees her tying a rope around a goat.
I'm gonna kneel in front of the goat and start whispering.
Why are you tying a harness around the goat?
Yes, a sacrifice. That's a great idea. I'm all for it.
Well, if it's a creature, it's hungry. And if it's gods, it's more likely Umberlee. And Umberlee likes sacrifices through drowning. So I'll return to my prayer, my whispered prayer.
I nodded approval.
I'll start singing a song of sacrifice.
Since there's no way I'm gonna be able to stop this here madness, I'm going to offer a prayer for a quick and merciful death, I guess? For the goat?
Quick and merciful drowning.
Okay.
Alright.
If no one stops her, once she finishes with her prayer, she's gonna stand up and pick up the goat, carry it to the very front of the ship, so like, you know, over here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna yell out,
Geronimo.
"Gods, this sacrifice is for thee. I hope it pleases you." And I toss the goat overboard. Tying the end of the rope here at the end of the thing, so it holds the goat. Trails after it, you know, like you're going fishing.
So the goat. The goat kind of falls into the water and it just kind of goes down and it just sinks and sinks and for a moment the rope kind of goes slack and then it goes taut and then it's slack again and that's that.
Okay, I'll start pulling the rope in. Does the end of the rope look like it's bitten on?
The end of the rope is completely frayed.
Ooh, a sea beastie. I ain't seen one of these yet.
Hello?
Hello.
You guys see me over there?
Yes.
Alright, that's good.
Yay. Does someone want to update Rokus on what's going on?
We were being trailed by a pirate ship. Pirate ship disappeared. Now we got bubbles under the ship. We figured it was either the gods or a beastie, so we sacrificed a goat to it.
I love how she says we, you guys.
Reagan sacrificed a goat to it.
Alright.
Any change in the bubbles?
For a short moment there was slightly fewer bubbles, and then they very quickly picked back up.
Well, it worked momentarily. So we either need a bigger sacrifice.
No.
Or the beastie's really hungry and we're not gonna get rid of it anytime soon.
Can we lure it out of the water?
Are you suggesting we fight the creature?
I mean, that depends on what you think it's going to do if we leave it be.
Does anyone have a rock?
Those big birds?
No. A stone or something I can drop in the water.
I mean, we had a sheep.
I pull one of the wooden dowels out from the edge of the ship and hand it to him.
I cast light on it and chuck it behind the ship.
Like into the water?
Yeah.
Alright. As it falls down, at the surface you don't see much, but as it reaches about 20 foot below, you get an impression of something very large and very scaly. Very, very large.
I don't think there's any fight in that.
I'm just gonna walk up to the side of the boat and fire our into the wall.
like you're eating your mic.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
What's wrong?
It sounds like your mic's too close to your mouth.
Is it?
Now it's better. Yeah, you sounded muffled earlier.
Okay, is it good now?
Yes. So you,
Okay,
you were gonna lean over the ship and what?
Fire an arrow into the wall.
Arrow. Okay.
All right, you see your arrow fly into the water. You see it sink fly further into the water. You can't see what happens as it goes beneath the surface.
At the same time, I'm gonna vomit.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
At the same time, I'm gonna vomit.
Vomit?
Vomit. Puke.
Oh, vomit. Oh, right, motion sickness.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right, you have successfully puked on a sea creature.
How much
Chip in the water.
damage did they do?
Alright. Are we at full sail still?
Oh yes.
Bit.
Yeah.
I can make us travel faster twice. For a good bit of time. But I don't think we're gonna outrun the creature.
Mm-hmm.
You think maybe we should just move faster to try to get to land quicker?
Yeah. I feel like there should be a way we can lure it away. It's been demonstrated to go after things that fall into the water.
Food.
At that, I will eye one
And
of the crew
light.
members.
What?
As you mentioned that, I look at one of the crew members.
Light. I'm talking about light. We do not need to use people or animals.
Well, we'll see what you have in mind, then what this time.
I could light up a series of dowels, and we have a broom of flying somewhere, right?
My flying broom, yes.
Could fly out and lure it away, come back to us.
I suppose I can try that, sure.
That's just because we don't know how fast we can go. If we can go fast enough, right? Better safe than sorry?
Well, the problem is with him leading it away, he's just gonna lead it back.
If he's dropping dowels on the way out and not on the way back.
Is he gonna
Well,
be able to catch the ship?
The creature found us regardless. Is gonna be able to.
True. Any better suggestions?
How much longer until sunrise?
How many more sheeps do we have?
No.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I would rather, give up some sheep than my own life here. We're talking about survival.
The merchant is unwilling to part with any more goats, as he has expressed to Reagan, and it is probably half an hour to sunrise.
Any empty casks?
I mean, you guys have been through almost all of the food planned for a month-long journey, so yeah, there are probably some empty barrels hanging around.
We could lash some of the barrels together, cast light on it, and send it floating behind us.
Alright.
Before light comes up and he realizes the mistake.
Worth a shot.
Sure, I guess. I mean,
It's better than nothing.
alright. Sure,
It is better than nothing.
We don't need those barrels, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, whipping us to shore does seem like a good idea. With the wind.
I'll go ahead. I'm gonna wait to do that till we send out the floaty.
If it's a predator, going faster might encourage it to attack.
Hello?
What if we were to... Huh. How much food do we have left?
You have probably 4 days worth of food left, and it's expected to be 2 more days to get to shore.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Much better.
Alright, that's good.
What if we were to tie some food to a line, and then tie it to the buoy and send that out?
Trying to get rid of our food?
Trying to get rid of the beastie that wants to make us its food.
That just sounds.
What, you haven't gone a couple days without some food?
I don't want to.
You think I want to?
No, what's the difference? What? You know what? You know what? I'll just listen to your ideas. I'll just
Unless you just want to leave it alone and us just sail.
I suppose you'd have to go talk to the captain about tossing our food overboard, though.
What if I take the biggest piece of meat that we find and shoot an arrow? Like tie it to an arrow and shoot it away from us.
I really like the barrel idea.
Let's try the barrels first and see how this goes. Get some barrels together, tie them together. Vat and I will cast light on it. Then we'll send it overboard.
I mean, I could also use a minor illusion to make a sound as it floats away. I can use animal sounds. I don't know.
Make it sound like a fish. What does a fish say?
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Glub.
Possibly
Wow.
please don't eat me.
Glubba, glubba.
Alright, yeah, we'll get the barrels together, lash them together with some rope, cast light on it.
I mean, it's also familiar with baby goats. I can make goat sounds.
There you go. Make it sound like a goat. Make it sound like a giant goat.
By the way the animal is acting and how it's like, I'm guessing preying on the ship, can I do like a history check to see if there are any animals to match that kind of activity?
Sorry, I was answering a phone call. What was that?
Can I do like a history check or something like that to see if I know any sea creatures that prey like the one that's currently preying on us?
Absolutely.
Great start.
Yeah, you're not aware of anything.
Too busy vomiting.
Yeah, I'm just constantly gagging, trying not to vomit.
So, we get some barrels together, we lash them together, cast light on it. He casts illusion on it to make it sound like a goat. Push it off the back of the ship.
So you're putting illusion to make it sound like a goat
That's what he
and
offered.
pushing it off the ship?
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
How many barrels?
4 barrels.
And they're all sort of lashed together.
All sort of lashed together. And instead of sounding like one goat, make it sound like several goats. Can you do that?
I can certainly try.
All right. Why don't you roll deception to convince the creature that this is several goats?
I'm guessing that's the one that's casting the spell to make it sound like goats.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright, so this hits the water with that sort of deep splooshy sound. And the sound of frantic goats. And there's a giant maw you can only just see in shadows as sunrise is still a few moments away. Comes up, just devours these 4 barrels in one chomp as splinters and flotsam float off. And it sinks back down and continues circling your boat. You're pretty sure your ruse worked, but you're not sure it did anything that you want it to do.
Definitely didn't work long enough.
And a few moments after that, while you're still kind of reeling and figuring out what just happened... Oh, that's a cute ringtone, whoever has that.
That's my washing machine.
Your washing machine has the cutest ringtone ever. Anyway, the sun rises, and you realize that during all of this time, you are not the only ones who had extinguished your lanterns.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
They're awfully close.
Indeed. And I'm just using the dots so that you guys can differentiate. The blue is you, and the red is the guys behind you.
Yep. Like, how close are they?
This is about 40 feet out, so they're probably... Hey, yeah, that's probably pretty close.
So, pretty much within cannon range.
Sure, but so are you.
Oh, we have cannons?
Yes, you have 3 cannons on each side, 1 on the bow and 1 on the stern.
Okay.
Remember that you are a merchant and transport vessel. You are not really designed for fighting.
Right.
And Captain Wrigley comes down, and he looks over the side and the back, and he says, "Well, this is a nice mess."
Alright, I'm gonna
Guess
go
we
gather
all
my gear.
better get ready to die.
We're not dying today, Captain.
Can you all handle this if I handle sailing the ship?
Yeah, handle the ship. Do you guys have any chain shot, Captain?
Yeah, there's some back by the cannons. I'll get the men on the cannons. You just tell them what they need to do.
Have them put chain shot in the back and try to aim for the sails. Slow them down.
Alright.
Now I'm gonna go get my gear.
Alright, so Wrigley will station men on each of his cannons. They'll be under you guys' command, because he's seen you guys handle these ridiculous things like hurricanes and sirens and so on. And as he mentioned, he's going to focus on, sailing his ship. So,
I'm gonna wobble towards the back of the ship.
alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get my gear as well.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and fire like an arrow at their sails.
I'm gonna wait for Regan to come back out and follow her directions because I don't know the thing about sea combat.
I rested, right? So I got that spell slot back. Yes. Sweet.
Do we have any cloth and oil on the ship?
Probably the merchant would be someone who might have some of that.
And he is not on deck right now, right? He's back in his room.
Oh yes, he's cowering in his cabin.
I'm just going to start heading over towards the cargo area then. I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to search for it.
All right. Roll. Why don't we roll investigation? All right. You come up with a small cask of oil and a few bolts of cloth.
I'm going to take them up and I'm going to start tying some of the cloth on my arrows and then dipping them in the oil and getting ready to fire some flaming arrows at them.
Alrighty.
So, because I'm a close range combat, I'm just gonna get up to the top of the ship. And I'm gonna calmly sit down. And I'm just gonna close my eyes and start praying. As I ready myself.
Oops. I did not mean to use that.
Alright. And as you are slowed, the ship creaks closer. Do you instruct the cannoneers on the back to fire?
Yes, once they're within range to fire and try to hit the sails.
I'm gonna cast guidance on one of them, like one of the group cannoneers.
Alright, you want to roll up the guidance?
Just gonna like tap the guy on the shoulder and be like, "You got this."
Alright, even with the guidance, they don't quite, like, they come, like, off the side of the hull of the ship, but they don't hit the sails, and with chain shot, it doesn't really do much damage to the hull of a ship. They
Get 'em
scratch the
next
paint,
time.
Yeah. It's either hit the sails or it skids across the deck and cuts a couple people in half.
Can I try to shoot an arrow at the sails, like the full fall?
though. Absolutely.
Hey, my boy.
Wow, I can't believe I did this while I'm running.
Alright. You have punctured a clean hole in the canvas of one of the front sails.
I hold up a thumbs up and then I vomit overboard.
Oh gosh, that's... Why don't we do initiative so everyone can act and then the ship can act?
Okay.
We need tokens for that, don't we?
Oh yeah, you can all just like drag your... Yeah.
You didn't do the thing.
Oh, I didn't do the thing! I uploaded them and everything. You guys will have proper tokens.
Where is my token? What's my token?
Usually you can just drag yourself on. I'll drag you guys on.
I'm trying to grab myself on the.
Oh, he doesn't have a picture uploaded, that's what's on.
Oh god, you guys.
Oh, I need to have a picture loaded on my thing? Whoops. Let me go do that now, because I still have it.
What do you mean?
Just gotta find it on my desktop.
Also, for some reason, when I try to... Hang on 1 second, guys.
Okay, my picture's there now.
Smartphones. Why are you not dragging? Oh, I can't drag anything. Why?
Yeah, I have no idea how to do the whole.
Drag your name, not the picture.
Yeah, for some reason,
My name?
Yeah, click and hold your name, and then drag it over. You should get like a rectangle box that has your name in it, and then when you drop it, it'll show your picture.
The name where?
Into the map.
for some reason, Udoki is broken.
Probably because he was a transferred one.
Yeah, that's not good.
Try
'Cause
reset
every-
his permission.
It's not permission related.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
I got a Dookie.
Wait, what the hell was that roll?
How did you get a... What?
16.02.
Oh! Did you add your modifier as a decimal?
I had the macro and I just used it, but it's 3. Like I changed it to the character sheet thing. But yeah, that's what happened. That's why there's a point too.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I have the token action set up if anyone wants to use it.
Oh.
It just acts as a tiebreaker.
I was able to drag a Dookie out mix.
Okay, but it's not letting me fix his token, so I'm gonna have to talk to Frankie about that, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone on? Off to the side. Off to the side.
Get off of the boat.
Goons. Is everyone on the initiative tracker?
Yeah.
I think so. I think we
Alrighty.
have everyone. Yeah.
Alrighty. This isn't like a formal combat. This is just to keep everyone sort of so everyone gets to act and describe what they're doing as, and to keep it so that the ship is moving at a consistent rate with everyone's actions. So kind of like combat, but not really. All right, and
Pseudo-combat.
this is Zoo.
So
Zo. All right, what you doing?
I'm gonna ask the party if a fog cloud would be handy.
It wouldn't travel with us.
Then I will sit here. I'll just like skip my turn until I'm needed.
All right. Wait.
Right. I'm going to bless. I still don't know if I should just bless the party or. Oh, I'm gonna bless Reagan, Rokus, and the two. That's. Is that 3 people or 4? Bless Cannoneers.
I guess that would be 4.
Okay, I'll cast at 2nd level then. That's fine.
All right. Reagan.
I'm praying. I can't do anything till the ship gets closer.
All right. Actually, that reminds me. Let me add you guys' ship to the turn order for the cannoneers. All right, Udoki.
Can I quickly run to like the food supply and find like the biggest piece of meat I can find?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I'd like to go to our like food supply and find like the biggest piece of meat I can find.
All right.
Investigation?
Yeah, you said you were getting the biggest piece of meat you can find.
Yeah, there is a big old dried haunch in there.
Okay. I'm gonna run back to my arrow and try and pin it to like the front of the ship.
Of their ship?
Yeah.
All right. Roll up an attack.
No.
You get 1d4.
Oh yeah. And you clearly rolled that. Which we get 1. 13.
All right. With a 13, it kind of falls a little bit short. So it kind of splooshes into the water, probably because of the balancing issues of like a haunch of meat tied to an arrow. But it does accomplish the issue of at least distracting the creature. Unfortunately, it does not distract him to their ship.
Alright.
Malachi.
I am going to light one of the arrows and then shoot it at the enemy's sails.
All right, roll that. With a 10, it splashes into the water.
Curse in Elvish. That's my turn.
All right, cool. Sisava.
All right, I will go over to the back of the ship to where I can see and use firebolt on where our friend tried to or did shoot his arrow.
All right, with a 17, were you aiming for the sails?
Yeah.
All right, with a 17, you are able to put a nice sear on their front sail.
All right, that's all I'm doing.
All right. The rear cannoneers reload and fire. I honestly don't know why I rolled the d4. It's the same roll as last time, and it still doesn't work. So once again, they're really doing a number on the paint job of this ship, but alas, it's just not quite hitting the sails. You get the sneaking suspicion that Captain Wrigley, should everyone survive this, is going to have a serious talk with some of his gunners.
Assuming they still have a job.
Zoe.
So I'm gonna attempt to make goat noises again. On their ship now.
All right.
Excellent.
Roll deception. All right, and since, as you probably have guessed, there is a link between this ship and this creature, they will get an opposed roll. And it will not do it. So you notice that some of the turbulence seems to circle back towards this ship somewhat. All right, they.
Do your best, everyone. I got nothing.
Reagan.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the back of the ship. Is there anyone on the front of their ship that I can see?
There are some cannoneers right about here.
Okay. So I stand up, slowly move back to the back of the ship, raise my hand, and sacred flame the first one I lay my eyes on.
All right. Well, he made his save.
Wow, that makes me sad. As I instruct the cannoneers to switch to normal cannon shot. If they're gonna hit the side of the boat, they might as well try to sink it.
Right.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright. Udoki.
Yeah.
With 60 feet of dark vision, would I be able to see the captain on the boat?
Probably not to specifically isolate the captain. I mean, it's not that dark. Make a perception roll, actually. Alright, so yeah, you notice a fellow standing sort of off to the side, further back.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot.
There-ish. Now, he will have some cover going on, but you're free to try to shoot him.
Yep.
Alright, so with his AC plus his cover, that will not hit.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I continue to vomit.
Alright. Malachi.
Prepare another arrow and then let it loose.
Alright. At the... oh, well, never mind. It just goes, like, flops, like, somewhere out here. Or something. Alright, Sisava. Yeah, you put another sizable sear in the sails. And the cannoneers load a proper cannonball. And this one hits the hull, and with enough force to put a proper puncture in it. Yay! They did something useful. They glance to Captain Wrigley like, see, don't throw us overboard.
Don't make us work the plank.
And the ship has decided to return fire since you're being difficult.
No.
A cannonball splashes into the water alongside the rear of the ship. So,
As bad as we are.
More goats.
Goats. Is that a cantrip for you?
Yeah, minor illusion.
Goats. Minor illusion.
All right, the serpent is starting to get the picture that this is a fake, and it swirls around your boat again.
Yeah, okay.
Vate,
So the serpent is charging at us, sorta? Or just like turning around towards us?
back turning around towards you.
Yeah, I guess. And I can see it, like, in the water? Visible?
More you can see like the shape of it under the water, like the ripples of the water above it.
Okay, so I can't Sacred Flame it.
Yeah, you can give it a shot.
Alright then. That's what I'll do. Flames of radiance descend through the water. This thing. What?
Gigantic things have terrible, terrible dexterity. You do 2 damage. Now it's mad.
I like sea beasties. Scary.
All right, Reagan.
Alright, are we still within 60 feet of the other boat? Yes,
Unless
we
you've
are.
gone backwards.
So...
By the way, like, I'm not moving your ship, but you guys are continuing to move forward. It's just they're moving forward more quickly.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because we got
Okay.
the beastie around us. Oh, this is lovely. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. There's a lovely sword on there, or a lovely spear on their ship now. I'm just going to stab one of the cannoneers. And I'll add my d4 to that.
All right. You do 4 damage to one of the cannoneers.
Nice. They have a ghostly spear sitting on the boat. Now that is a bonus action to cast. So as my standard, as my action, god damn it, Sacred Flame again. Same cannoneer.
Because I'm gonna have to be right back. I think the cat is on the table.
Don't
All right. I mean, it literally doesn't matter because he takes 1 regardless.
Yeah.
Let's step it up, Ryder. Right. It was Udoki who said he had to be right back.
I believe so.
Alright, he will take his turn when he comes back. Someone remind me. Malachi.
Since they're shooting at the back and I'm at the back, I'm gonna take a good 20 feet movement away from the back for if they hit us. I'm not gonna be flying into the water, and then I'll take another shot at them.
You're having a rough time because you are not used to combat while on a boat, and the tossing of the deck, however slight and however much used to it you thought you had gotten, is very different when you are trying to actually fire a boat.
Damn it, man! Set your feet.
Sasaba.
I'm gonna shoot the guy that she's been shooting because that's not good. Hello?
Alright, roll damage.
Look back.
Isn't that included on there?
you gotta click.
You gotta
the,
click firebolt.
Or you could just make it so it automatically does it in your
Yeah,
settings.
I usually do automatically roll damage on my sheets because screw having to click twice. Alright, one of the cannoneers has fallen over dead.
How do I do that?
It's under like settings or some trash.
So you see the little cog at the top next to where like your spells are?
Mm-hmm.
Click that one, and then in the upper right box, there is auto damage roll. Click it to auto roll damage and crit.
Got it. Awesome. Thank you.
Alright. A 17 plus modifier will crash into the hull of the ship behind you.
I think Rokus is back too. Have him take his turn real
Oh.
quick.
Rokus, are you back?
I guess not. Sorry.
I'm back.
Oh,
there
you
he
are?
is.
Okay. We held off on your turn for when you were back. So what will Udoki do this round?
I will. Can I see Malachi?
Yes.
Oh, not Malachi. Actually, yeah, I think Malachi, the one shooting the bow.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him, really, sickly, and hold out my hand and say, "Fire!"
I'll hand him over an arrow drenched in oil.
All right.
Light up, please.
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Light up, please.
He wants
He'll
to light
do
the
so.
arrow. Oh.
Yeah, I'd assumed you were just carrying around a lamp or something. You were touching it to the lamp.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire at the boat.
All right.
Come on. So I get +1 to that.
Yeah, you guys are forgetting that if you're prompt enough, you. Oh, that too. However, trying to remember the AC on these things. I should write this stuff down. Let me check my sheet. So your arrow kind of like hits, but it sort of fizzles a bit. You get the feeling that it's not. Are you aiming for the sails or the boat?
No, the actual boat.
All right. You get the feeling that that was not an especially effective attack. And now they're going to likewise attack your boat. Sorry, ship. My Navy father would hit me right now.
Ouch.
All right. A cannonball blasts into the stern of your ship. One of the cannoneers takes bad damage to one side of him, making him slower to to help in loading, making if you guys don't find someone else to help with the loading, it will take one shot every other round. So, oh, also he could probably use some medical attention. So,
Medic!
Oh, I'm up soon.
Is it my turn then?
Mhm.
I am going to help with the loading. And as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Malachi.
awesome. All right, wait.
I'm going to heal the guy as a bonus action at first level. I'll do that. There we go.
Okay.
And
Alright,
then-
his wounds are knitted and he's no longer like bleeding out. He sort of limps off and lays on the deck up here a bit.
and
Alright.
that's me.
Alright, great. Reagan.
Bonus action, redirect my weapon to whatever cannoneer's left. Adding my D4.
Alright, that will hit.
And then standard action, Sacred Flame.
Alright, and it doesn't matter if he makes the save because that will take out the other cannoneer up here, which since the first had been replaced, now there is one up. Udoki.
I'm gonna ask Malachi for 2 more arrows. And I'm gonna fire both of them with an action surge. And I would, can I still do a D4 for the bless?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright,
I'm-
that
I'm
will
too
not
low.
quite hit. Alright, Malachi. Have you found your sea legs yet?
We'll find out. Shoot another arrow.
You have.
Nice.
Alright, and were you aiming at the ship or the sails?
The
Or
sails.
someone on the ship? Alright, this first sail is looking like it's in tatters. And Sisaba.
Is there a visible cannoneer?
Yes, there's one cannoneer on the front left.
No. There was. Oh, one day.
There were two. One died and one stepped up to take his place, and then another one died.
I
So
saw
there's
him.
one left.
I shot him with 1 damage.
Awesome. All right. And you guys kind of shoot shoot backwards, and it does sort of bump a part of the hull that hadn't been hit yet, but it doesn't really break through the hardened build of the hull. But that's okay because their shot just splashes into the water way in front of you.
Yeah.
And at this moment, the top of the round, you begin to get the feeling that the folks on the Hangman Spectre have had enough, because that's when the serpent leaps over top of the ship.
Over us? Like Shamu?
Yes, actually.
Doing
Is it like a rainbow for a while? Because it's like a long
and seems to sort of wrap itself around the ship.
Oh no.
And you realize exactly how colossal this serpent is, as hundreds of feet sort of snake-like sea monster wrap themselves around. And you realize that while this ship is a good-sized ship, apparently there are things much larger and much scarier in the ocean. So,
No initiative?
The tornado didn't transfer over, we'll have to reroll. And I don't think we have control of our tokens.
oh god damn it. Alright, hang on. Wait, the turn order didn't transfer over? It should have.
No, it never does.
I'm literally looking at the turn order right now.
It doesn't for
Are you
me.
guys
What was
not?
the next one?
Yeah, for the players it doesn't transfer over. Only for GM.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Alright, hang on. I'll give you guys control over your tokens and you can roll on them. Why are some of your pictures broken?
I don't know. Because Roll20 hates us.
The boys over the rose.
I might have to re-upload the tokens at some point, guys.
Yeah, we can do that between sessions.
Exactly.
My god, I hate using laptops.
Alright, Sisava, as you see this, you are the first to react.
All right, and of course, in a magic-y manner, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray on it. Both rays on it.
Can you do 3, can't you?
Hmm?
Can you do 3?
I don't know if magic crits.
Magic best
Ramen.
crit.
No, I
It
mean,
does.
the aim scorching ray 3 rays.
Oh, so you roll both scorching rays again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For each ray, you
Okay.
roll it.
Yeah. All right. You very easily strike this serpent and burn a spot on its hide.
Yeah.
Udoki.
I'm gonna run up to him and try and strike him like a corner. I guess I missed.
Yeah. It's not so much that you miss. You couldn't miss if you were trying, but your blade seems to almost bounce off of its tough scales.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna cackles.
All right, that will hit. And with your claws being a more natural weapon, you have an easier time sort of finding a spot that you fit between the scales a little more effectively.
I'm also gonna vomit on it.
Reagan.
Alright, bonus action, direct the spiritual weapon to attack the cannoneer that's still on the boat back there.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna step forward with my shield and spear. Or no, sorry, just my spear. I didn't have a... No, I do have a shield. Okay, shield and spear. Do I have to stand here? Or we just... Can I hit it from here?
I mean, you want to probably walk up to it if you want to hit it with a melee weapon.
Okay. Then I'm gonna hit it.
I assume Dodoki had probably walked up to here or somewhere.
I'm gonna roll my bless. I don't know if that'll help anything, but...
Yeah, so like the cat before you, you hit it very easily, but you have trouble sort of getting through its scaly surface and seem to almost bounce off of its texture. Malachi.
Malachi's gonna step back and then take like a wide stance, draw his bow and arrow back, and then shoot at the beast.
Apologies, I disconnected for a moment. So, yeah, you are very good at pinpointing a spot where you are able to puncture the natural armor of this thing.
That'll end my turn.
All right, Vate.
Is the head anywhere near us?
You do not see the head.
Okay. What happened to the cannoneers?
They're probably hanging out like here somewhere. I didn't do tokens for them because I'm lazy.
Okay, cool. But they're alive and not crushed by the serpent. Okay, cool.
Right.
Guess I'm gonna try to Sacred Flame it to get it off my ship.
All right.
Not much else I can do.
And given that it is wrapped around, it's going to auto-fail that dexterity save.
Alright.
I mean, it's not dodging anywhere. So.
Are the cannoneers still attacking the other ship?
They can, if you guys would like them to.
And are these
There's
for
only
the
the one left, so he will go every other round if that's what you want him to do.
Well, I'm gonna, as a bonus action, inspire Reagan, and I'm gonna go up to this snake and hack away at it.
All right. Oh yeah, you just cut through its scales like butter.
No, just hit the longsword button. Where it says longsword, just hit the word.
And that's what I had hit.
No, in the roll area, in chat, hit longsword again.
I'm doing something wrong.
No, in chat, in the chat.
Yeah, Malachi got it for you.
All right, so yeah, you are able to real effectively go through that. And the serpent squeezes the boat.
That's probably not good.
And you hear sort of a creaking and splintering noise from the sides of the ship. Sasava.
I'm gonna shoot it again with Scorching Ray.
Oh, sorry, real quick. I forgot the cannoneer. No, this turn he's loading. All right. Okay.
One more roll.
You roll that twice.
No, oh, okay. So apparently that is twice, because if you hover over the 9, that's two numbers. It's a 5 and a 4. Or do I have
Okay, then take out one of the. It's two separate attacks, so you got to take out one of the d6s and make two separate attacks.
Isn't it 3 attacks, 2d6
Yeah.
each?
Yeah, exactly. Scorching Ray is free.
Oh, is it 2d6? It's different. I know it's separate attacks.
Yeah, but it's free. You summon 3 Scorching Rays. As in, you have to attack 3 times.
Yeah.
For each Scorching Ray.
Yeah.
3 times at 2d6.
Oh, are they 2d6 each?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet shit.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, that is correct. Alright, the second and third will hit,
I'm so used to Pathfinder.
right? Wait a minute, Pathfinder works the same way, dude.
No, Pathfinder works off levels. Like, the more levels you have, the more raids you can get.
Oh,
Is it?
that's true.
Okay.
I think it's cat level, yeah.
If it was true, then it'd just be dumb.
Anyway, Udoki.
I'm gonna try and stick my katana into the wound I opened with my cat claws. Just to kind of like seppuku the snake.
You are still having trouble finding a sweet spot with that katana.
I'm still very ill.
Oh, you have your blast.
I don't think that'll do anything. Just roll it.
I don't think it's no.
Alas.
And bonus action cat claws.
Alright, you are definitely having a much better time with the claws. Reagan.
Alright. Is there still a cannoneer on the other boat that's still within range?
No.
Okay. Bonus action, the spiritual weapon. Well, like, it's not gonna. I guess it's just gonna sit there because it can't. Like, if I take it off the boat, it's just gonna go to the water, and then it won't be able to keep up with us. So it's just gonna sit on that boat. But if anyone comes within range, let me know, and then I'll attack them with it.
Sounds good.
And then I'm gonna attack this thing with my spear. With my bless.
Alright, with your bless, that is enough to pierce the creature's hide. Malachi.
I'm going to try to use my inspiration to hit.
And hit you do. So you feel you're sort of toppily, still a little bit unsteady, and at the last moment, you just sort of ping this thing right between the scales, right between the plates of its scales. Wait.
I'm just gonna fire it again. Or Sacred Flame.
Alright, and it takes the 4. Zoe.
Longsword.
Alright, nicely struck.
And I'm gonna inspire Udoki.
Alright. Yep. I recall that about sneak attack. Sneak attack is my bitch in 5e. Sorry, I spent like a year and a half playing. My first 5e character was a rogue. I freaking love 5e sneak attack. Anyway.
It's very broken.
It is, but it's glorious. Alright, so Udoki has a d6 Bardic Inspiration.
So, do I roll for that, or does
And
usually roll for that?
you will roll it when you choose to use it.
No, okay.
The serpent sort of squeezes. You notice that it's not contracting quite as heftily as previously. And that the groaning of the ship is not quite as intense as it was previously. And the cannoneer has loaded the cannon and strikes the ship behind you. Is anyone looking back or paying any attention to the ship?
I'm, like, keeping an eye out so that if anything should come closer, I'd be able to hit them with the spiritual weapon.
Alright, why don't you roll me some perception?
Cool. Nope.
Okay, you don't notice anything. Sisava.
Oh, right. Magic missile. Full damage.
Alright.
Did you cross that level 2?
No, it's level 3. There's 3 bolts.
There's 3 bolts on that, like a level 1. Wait, is Magic Missile a level 3 spell?
It's a level 1 spell, you're right.
something wrong.
With magic missile, you do 3 darts. If you cast it at a higher, you can do 1 dart more.
I mean, I cast it at level
So-
3. There's a little thing that popped up and said, "How? What level do you want to cast it?" And I said level 3.
Oh, it's doing it.
So
already
it's
doing
16.
It. Yeah,
It's all of that damage if you cast it at level 3.
It's
It's
just
the 12
his-
plus the 4.
Yeah, his other 2 missiles did 1 damage.
You don't have level 3, do you?
That would be at level 2 though, because it's 4 missile. Oh wait, no, that is weird. You shouldn't be able to.
You have level 3 spell slots?
Yeah, those shouldn't be possible at level 3.
Okay. Ignore. All right, just take the 4. Apparently, like I misunderstood what the prompt was.
Well, level 12 would be the 12 would be for a level 1 spell slot.
Yeah. No. Well, no. It's just. Sure. Yeah, you're right.
Alright, cool. So yeah, that naturally slams into it, knocks a couple of the smaller spell plates off. Udoki.
How is it looking like? Does it seem to be getting any weaker?
It's got some bent scales here and there. It doesn't look particular, like it's nowhere near dead, if that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on attacking it then. Gonna try and pierce the katana for his scales again. I'm using inspiration though, but can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my stupid laptop is freezing. There we go.
Oh jeez.
What the f-
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's the third 2 I brought. Alright. I'm
Aw.
lost on inspiration. That's that. And capitals.
Alright, you are starting to think you are a more effective cat than samurai as you slice through with your claws once again. Reagan.
Yeah. Huh. Alright, let's do this.
Uh-oh.
Dangerous words.
Sadly, you guys are too close. Can I move underneath it?
No, it is wrapped snug.
Okay. Alright then. Everyone's too close to me, so I'll have to do this other one. I'm gonna cast Shatter on like this 10-foot square here. I can't really see the square, so it's probably wrong, but you get my point. Cast Shatter on its other side, so it's away from us.
You're gonna cast Shatter while you're on a ship.
On the creature!
On the creature that's on the ship.
It only
I mean, you're welcome to do it. I'm just noting that you may or may not face consequences.
Oh, this is noise. No, I'm not doing that. What the hell? Okay. Sorry. I thought it was something else. It's a noise base. That's not gonna work. Can I climb over the creature? To the other side?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna try to climb over the creature to the other side, using my spear to help me.
Alright, roll it up.
Athletics? I'm going to
I mean, sure.
I'm gonna use my inspiration for that.
Didn't you use...
I didn't use my inspiration yet. I've been using Bless.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I use Bless as a skill check? No, I can't. That's attack rolls or saving throws only.
So 17. God, I hate having to decide how high the DC for something should be. Now it has fairly large scale, so it's probably fairly smooth. It's also a sea creature, so it is probably fairly damp.
And slimy.
I'm also kind of
Yeah.
like stabbing my spear in and using that to lift myself up and over. And as soon as I'm over, I'll slide down the other side.
Alright, I've got two numbers in my head for the potential DC. You're higher than one, you're lower than the other. Do you want highs or lows on a D100 for me to decide which one?
Highs, always highs.
Alright,
Yay!
you make the DC.
Sweet.
You are now sort of on top of this and across.
Okay. Do I still have my action left?
Hell no.
Okay, that's it. My turn then.
I really feel like a sea serpent constitutes difficult terrain.
That's fine. I'm on this other side then. That's the end of my
See,
turn.
the random shit you people make come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, Malachi.
I am gonna put my bow away, get out my rapier, and take advantage of this flanking action. Run up and attack.
Alrighty.
Damn, son!
Okay. So you get this sort of viscous, purpley green goo on you that you think might be what a sea serpent blood looks like if you had ever thought about sea serpent blood. And
Look
it just
appalled
kind
and
of-
disgusted that it's over me.
Do I see this?
Wait, the wrong direct. There. It just kind of bursts all over you.
Do I see this like spot or whatever?
Wait.
Alright. So I'm seeing that this isn't working, so I'm going to turn and look back at the other boat real quick. What do I see?
Roll perception?
Alright.
The other boat is in the process of sinking.
Oh, cool. In that case, is this like a ladder below decks or something?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go below decks and start rounding up all the passengers.
Alright,
'Cause
there
it looks
are 3 other passengers as well as you guys, and a few more crewmen.
Alright. And then I'm gonna try to take them out the other side and like prepare to have the ship be crushed, I guess.
Wow.
Alright.
Plan
Fate
for
shows his
failure.
faith in his fellow man. So,
It's a sea serpent!
And we're brave adventurers.
I'm gonna use my frost breath on it.
alright.
Murder is not always the answer.
History is written by the victors.
I've never liked anyone named Victor.
Alright, yeah, you are able to get through to it with that frost breath.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to inspire Malachi.
Alright, and it goes to squeeze, and it doesn't seem to be very effective. And, it seems to notice, just as you guys have noticed, that the ship with its allies has sunk. And, or is sinking. And it seems to sort of begin to try to unwind itself from, from around your ship. And each of you that are right up on it will get an attack of opportunity as it tries to slip free from the ship. If you guys would like to try and take them.
Oh yes, and I am so happy I have Warcaster.
Oh.
So as I get this attack of opportunity, I'm gonna shout at it. You're not gonna go far! And I am going to cast Thunderwave using my Channel Divinity Destructive Wrath, so it does max damage. And I'm going to cast it as a level 2. So it's going to do 3d8.
Wait,
That max
Come-
damage.
doesn't Warcaster only let you cast a spell? Channel Divinity is not a spell.
Oh, I can't use the ability while I cast the spell because the Channel Divinity allows me to Destructive Wrath. You can use your Channel Divinity to wield the power of the storm with unchecked ferocity. When you roll lightning or thunder damage, you can use your Channel Divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were trying to make your attack of opportunity your Channel Divinity. I was like, no.
No. I'm casting Thunderwave, but I'm doing it with the Destructive Wrath, so that is max damage. So that's going to be 24.
24.
Right.
Or, 12.
Or 12. Hey, it's better than what it was.
Alright. And Zoe's clearly just pissed as he just, drops his sword into this thing.
We make the
Yoki
attack.
finally manages to get a piece of this thing with his katana.
Did you see that I did an attack of opportunity as well?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, I disconnected.
I was gone during this. May I make one as well?
Absolutely. Alright, and, you're flanking, so you have advantage on that, so you do manage to hit. Alright, and thanks to Reagan, everything within 300 feet knows that you're there and vulnerable. That was a joke, guys.
As the Seas Monster's grandma comes.
You guys are a really tough crowd, my
I
god.
laughed at that one.
You
Thank
gotta
you,
do better
Carlos.
than that.
You suck slightly less than I usually think you suck, Carlos.
I'm pushed to talk, so you're rarely going to hear me laugh.
God damn it. Remind me to start making jokes while Trev is in the middle of a sentence.
Okay.
Alright, anyway, so this thing, looking pretty ragged in the parts where you guys were hacking at it, and oozing a bit of this nasty, purpley, greeny, ugly, viscous blood into the water, slinks under the water and back toward the sinking ship. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or are you just in GTFO mode?
Is our boat
What?
sinking or are we fine?
You are not sinking. You are sort of limping along. You are definitely slower than you would like to be, I'm sure. It's going to be tough sailing and tight rations for the next, couple days.
Then let's get the fuck out.
I'll
Oh.
just watch behind us, make sure they don't try to creep up.
Can I try and run up to the cannon and try and shoot it? Like use the cannon to shoot it.
You can sure try. Roll a d20.
Can I add my base to that? Or my strength? I don't know.
For a cannon?
Yeah.
The cannons have their own modifier.
Oh, okay.
But given that the thing is down below the water and the cannons are sort of restricted in their aim, that will kind of plunk into the water. It's hard to tell whether it hit the creature or not.
Okay.
Did the creature shed any of its scales or, journey on the boat that we can examine?
Yeah, absolutely. There are a couple of scales that got kind of knocked off of it. And
At
you're
this point,
free to
can-
take a look at them and roll whatever.
Yes.
At this point, can I basically just like not pass out, but just like fall to the floor and not do it? Because I'm feeling very ill at this point.
Would it be like a history check or something, I guess?
Just roll whatever your thought process would be while trying to examine it. So whatever, whether it be history, nature, whatever you're thinking along the lines of. Alright, so with a 14 history, you have heard stories. You always kind of thought they were mythological of giant sea serpents, but nothing like too specific really comes to mind.
I'm going to dip my fingers in the blood and then turn my back on everyone else to draw a symbol on my forehead and then go to the front of the ship and pray.
That woman is crazy.
A bit eccentric, but
Alright.
She serves her gods. Serve ours. If we have gods.
I have my sword.
Fine blade.
Crazy or not, she's done more than her share.
I vomit.
I feel the same way whenever anyone compliments Ryder. It's okay.
See how it is?
Really? Do you just fucking finally see how it is, Ryder?
I've known.
I love you,
After-
Ryder.
After he vomits, Malachi just sort of looks at the vomit and then looks at him and go, "Why did you even come on a ship?"
I'm not sure. I'm on a journey to somewhere.
Plot your journeys
Asthma.
better, friend.
Sorry, what was that? You kind of like
Nothing relevant. Nothing relevant. Sorry. I'm gonna and actually put my armor on, I think. Since I never did that this morning.
Oh, you were wearing your armor through that entire thing?
Yes.
Walking around in your PJs.
My robe.
Your
But
1,000 gold robe. Yeah.
butt naked.
His robe of fuck you guys, I'm rich. Anyway, sorry.
It's only 1,000 now, I think.
How much gold did we start with, by the way? Just wondering. 300.
Oh Christ, you're actually gonna make me look up what I said, like in character creation?
I think it's 300. I have 300.
300 sounds right.
It's somewhere in the post I made.
Okay.
Oh, we had 400. The character creation was 400.
You start with 400 gold and may choose one uncommon magic item to begin with.
Okay. Sorry about that.
All good.
Alright. Wait, that did. Okay.
Wow, did any of us take damage?
We're amazing, of course not.
Boat and that one cannoneer who got like torn in half, but none of us.
Yeah, it was sort of an all or nothing thing. Either we succeed and live or fail and die.
I was half dead through all that anyway.
Well, hold on. I got a flying. I think I'll be.
I've got a lifeboat.
You guys just gotta get some barrels, tie them up, and then we'll like make a little line back to shore.
I have 2 rowboats.
Oh, so there you go. Well, you got a rowboat.
Does anyone have any medicine
Maybe
for motion sickness?
Oh.
Medicine.
Nah.
Any spells?
If you haven't gotten over it by now, you're not getting over it.
I mean, I could clean you up. That's about it.
I vomit.
I don't think lesser restoration would really help here.
Maybe that'll help me.
Do you care about how I help you?
Yes, very.
That sounds suspicious.
Depends
Okay.
what you want to do to me.
All right. Here. I'm gonna try this trick that my tribe used to do. I need you to lay down, please.
I'm just gonna fall to the floor. Like I have no energy to it.
All right. Now I need you to close your eyes, relax, take deep breaths, and you're gonna feel a sensation climbing up through your feet, up to your head, very slowly, but it's gonna be warm, to be peaceful, and you kind of have to let it happen. All right?
I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna, kind of like not keep my eyes fully shut, but like, just so I can barely see it. But it looks like my eyes are shut.
Now I'm gonna hold my hand over your eyes. Continue to kind of lull you with my, or I'm trying with my relaxing voice, just kind of calm you down. I'm gonna use prestidigitation, make some flowery smells to relax you. I don't know, whatever humans are doing, and then what I'm gonna do is boom, you're asleep. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that beats my DC.
I'm putting him to sleep, man.
Are you putting down my cat?
I'm putting him to sleep so he stops throwing up because he's gonna get dehydrated and then he's dead.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I have an idea. Can I just suggest that he not be seasick anymore? Seasickness mental?
Sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's a screwed up inner ear, I think.
I think it's mostly physical. It's just the body not being able to take the sway of the sea.
As someone who gets motion sickness every time I'm in something other than a driver's seat or front passenger seat for more than an hour or two, I totally agree that it is a physical thing. I'm pretty sure it's inner ear for me. But I know some people it's mental.
Oh, the
Alright.
car thing has to do with the aerodynamics of the car.
It can, but there's also this thing that can happen where you're basically how you sense motion can, if your inner ear is shaped, like the shape of your inner ear is off, one of the bones in your inner ear, so you sense motion differently. I recognize how ridiculous I sound right now, you guys, but it's a thing. Research it.
No,
That
I know
sounds
it is.
legit.
No, it's fine.
I used to be the same way, but then I free dived a lot and fucked up my ears, and now I'm not.
Congrats.
How long do I
Right,
sleep
like-
for, by the way?
What was that about sleep?
How long do I sleep for?
I'm just gonna keep putting him to sleep until we get there. Assuming he
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
wake
there's
up
no way
immediately.
he'll get dehydrated when he's constantly sleeping.
Well, I mean, you can give him something to drink while he's asleep. You just gotta be careful about it.
Sleep is like a minute long.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to keep it up all the time.
I have an idea though. What if I suggest it's for the best that you're just not seasick anymore?
Stuff that out. Oh no, that's a suggestion.
I'm not sure that would work. Like, you couldn't suggest that someone stop bleeding.
Yeah, that's that's really good.
I suggest that your brain stops perceiving the world in a way that would make you seasick.
That's like telling someone to go blind. I suggest you go blind first.
So, do we have any squid on board?
No.
Okay. No squid or octopus, anything tentacly?
Ryder, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I just told Carlos.
No! One of the cures for seasickness is salted tentacle. Either octopus or squid. If you chew on it, it helps you with your seasickness.
No, they don't have anything like that.
And which one do you put?
So once I'm done with my pair, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the day with a hook and line over the end. See what I can catch.
Any more sea serpents?
Alright, why don't you roll me, 3 D100s. We'll give you a 20% chance if you roll over an 80 on any of them.
No.
No, so you catch like some random, like kind of cool fishes, but none of them happens to be an octopus or squid.
Oh, that's right. I'll keep the fish anyways and cook them up for dinner.
Awesome.
I want to help fish.
Alright, roll me 3 D100s because you've got her helping you, showing you any fishing techniques that. Alright, you also catch some interesting fish, but none of them are tentacly fish.
I've never tried this before. Can I?
Sure.
There we go.
Alright, we have a winner. Vay pulls up a sort of floppy little octopus thing about the size of a dinner plate.
Is this what you wanted?
Yes. I will take that down to the mess hall and chop it up into nice little fine pieces. Add some salt, and then hand it to the cat.
I just
I think
remember.
cats can eat fish raw.
You can eat octopus and squid raw.
I should do a bit.
Chew on this slowly, and it should help with the stomach effects.
Not only can you eat squid raw, I highly recommend it.
'Tis yummy.
If you're texture sensitive, it's a huge adjustment, but once you get used to the texture, it's amazing.
Yeah, this really, really true. Isn't it?
Unfortunately, I hate all seafood, so I don't see myself doing
Yeah, I'm gonna start training on this tentacle.
And what other fish we did catch, of course, we'll cook up and feed the crew for the day.
I gobble up my fish. I mean, after cooking them, of course.
Why didn't you do that?
Did we lose Mix?
Sorry, what?
We cook up and serve fish for dinner. The fish that we caught.
Alright, you are full of yummy fish.
Hey.
Am I still ill after in the temple?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Am I still ill after eating the temple?
As long as you continue to chew the tentacles, you can stave off like the worst, or feel like you have to vomit, but you still may feel like slightly nauseated and a little bit meh, but certainly not like disabled by it as you have been.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get around to dealing with permissions, Ryder. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just picking on him.
Hold on, let me. I'm just gonna put this on. I'm like. Is like my does it sound fine for everyone else?
What it is
You're-
it sounds like you're trying to speak through like a glass or something into the mic. So we're
You're
getting
just
a lot
sort of muffled.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
The sound is blurry, man.
It sounds cottony, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I have the Xbox One microphone on right now, so it could be just that my voice is still going through the laptop instead of the mic, and I don't know if I can change that.
Check in Discord to make sure it's actually set up to go through the mic. You may have to restart Discord. Oh, yeah. Anything happen as we rest for the night, Mix?
No, the boat just sort of limps along. You're less concerned about rations as you have augmented the ocean fish. And you expect to arrive on land within the next 24 hours as dawn breaks.
I will try to make that a little quicker by doing 2 gusts of wind during the day.
God damn it, Ryder.
What?
Is it better now?
I'd like to help with repairs around the boat.
All
I
right.
don't know what I can do, but
You can go through and like shore up the hull a little bit, which will improve some of the dragging issues and speed up slightly. And that, coupled with Ryder's thermodynamically impossible spells, will get you guys there by sundown on this day.
Cool. Did the other cleric happen to prepare Gust of Wind today?
I can't. It's one of your domain spells.
Oh no! It is. Damn it.
Yeah, I was looking way back when. I was like, okay, I just woke up, so I have I can meditate for 2 minutes and prepare it myself. But I don't have it.
Yeah.
He's not a freaking psycho cleric. Sorry.
I'm not psycho. My god is.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I think we're like polar opposites of clericdom over here.
Right? It's fantastic.
I love it.
It's like, has anybody got a cleric? And everyone just looks back and forth like,
What type?
what kind of
flavor you
cleric are you
want?
looking for? Right? We've got the cleric, and then there's the cleric.
She likes to stab things, electrocute it. You know, the normal.
Alright, anyways, was there anything else anybody wanted to do or accomplish while you guys were finishing up your sailing?
I write everything down in my journal.
Oh, cool.
During downtime, I'm just playing with my glass orb.
I am working on a song on how we defeated a giant sea serpent.
Alright. In that case, you guys are sailing into the port city of Sweetmarsh.
Land ho!
Damn it, Ryder, I told you not to bring my mom into things.
Oh, 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 oh.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Did I miss
So-
anything?
No, you did not.
Okay.
You guys live, as the sun is setting, you guys sail into the port harbor and dock at the largest port city, sort of the, if you will, to the continent, archipelago continent of Ashtura.
How do you spell that?
Oh god, I don't know, it's written somewhere. Hang on. You guys making me do stuff all the time? It's almost like
It's this.
Yeah, got you.
yes, that. Thank you.
No problem.
So we kind of have a problem. Like normally, I expect these sessions to go till 11 or. I didn't prep for you guys to land today. Don't laugh at me, Carlos.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm
Uh-huh.
laughing with you.
Right,
Or at least
right.
with Ryder.
There we go.
I actually kind of expected some stuff to happen that took a little longer, but you guys skated through some stuff that Yeah, I know what they say about GMs and planning, but
Take your plan, write it up, prepare it, throw it out the window.
yeah. Drop it in the shredder and then just set them free and improv it all.
Prepare the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go wrong.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could, like, wing this, but I'd rather have more of the city drawn up for you guys than I have right now.
That's fine. It sounds like we're at a good stopping point anyways, and it's only another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, can you
Um,
guys hear me now? Hello,
Hello?
can you guys hear me normally?
Talk again?
Is it okay?
Nope.
What the
I think it's clearer, it's just extremely, extremely quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's quiet.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's clearer, but it's quieter.
Like, I have you at 200% volume, and I can still barely hear you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, is it better now?
A little bit.
Tiny bit.
What about now?
Better. Not perfect, but better. Usable. That's the word for it, usable.
Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry about this.
It's alright, man.
I'm
We all
gonna
have
use
those
any
bad
whatever I
days.
can.
So is it picking up a different mic or what's up?
I'm not sure. I'm not on the same PC. I've moved countries, so I've left my I've left my PC back in Lithuania, so I'm using my mom's laptop, so I have no equipment